All right, the Chattahoochee River. It's not only fun to say, Chattahoochee, but it's also fun to fish. It's home to hundreds of thousands of brown and rainbow trout, of which many live right here in Atlanta. So, of course, Brandon and I wanted to see who could catch the most fish. We put on our waders, grabbed our fishing poles, and headed to the hooch.
What's your favorite part of it?
Well, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie.
The Chattahoochee River in Atlanta is known for some of the best trout fishing in the country. With a constant cool water supply from the Buford Dam, trout absolutely thrive in these waters. So could Brandon and I take advantage of this prime water source and reel in some big ones? Before we tried, we needed to look like fishermen, so we headed to our local tackle shop, the Fish Hall. We got fitted for waders, tried on some boots.
But as long as we look good, that's all that matters.
And even got some quick tips from owner Gary Merriman on how to cast. Then it was off to the hooch.
Hitchhiking to the Chattahoochee.
We met up with local river guide Chris Scally of River Through Atlanta. He's been fishing the Chattahoochee for more than 30 years.
Don't be in a hurry. That's the key, and I know you guys can appreciate that coming from Atlanta. You know, everybody's in a hurry, but if you just slow down and just take it in, you'll catch fish.
As we took in the beautiful scenery,
I'm gonna go slow to 12.
Chris gave us a few pointers on fly fishing and casting, and then it was time to put the knowledge to use.
All right, so we've got our waders on, we've got our wet boots on, and we're in the Chattahoochee, and we're ready for a little fishing competition.
Bigger's better.
Bigger's better, and we're going for numbers.
All right, let's do it. Right. Chattahoochee, baby.
Here we come.
Up and back.
In fly fishing, a very light artificial fly is used as bait. And after a few good whips of the rod, your bait is in place. And you wait for the hit. And they were hitting.
He's good size, huh?
Nice fish.
Nice.
Hell no.
I got you, buddy.
Brandon and I started to look like we actually knew what we were doing.
Here we go.
He had slightly better luck in the river.
I didn't go home with a goose egg.
But in the drift boat,
Oh, got him.
is where I was quite the angler.
Beauty.
A lot of people really enjoy drift boat fishing on certain sections because the drift boats offer you access to a lot of water.
As we continued drifting, the bites kept coming.
Oh my gosh.
For some of us.
You have got to be kidding me.
But whether we were in the boat or in the river, Brandon and I were hooked on fly fishing.
Man, it's a great way to rejuvenate your soul outside on the water. We just, every day is different out here.
Scally's River Guide service has been around for nearly 2 decades. He spends more than 250 days each year fishing the river. And most of that time, he's helping city slickers like us get a taste of the good life.
This is a good day.
Coming to snake your spot now. That's how I roll. Once Brandon would catch a fish, I'd go over there, snake that spot, and catch a couple more.
Exactly.
Quicker than he did.
That's how you beat him, right?
I'm telling you.
What was the
4-2.
final score? 4-2?
4-2.
What about weight? If you're doing it on weight,
Waiter.
who had the bigger, like the heavier fish?
Well, he did. He beat me by 4.
No, but I'm saying, like, did he have like
They
4
were
tiny
all
ones,
the-
or did he have
they
like
were
4
all
big
the-
ones and yours were like
yeah,
little?
he had little minnows.
Okay, and yours were like the big ones.
His were this big.
Who caught the
Mine
biggest
were
fish?
this big.
So Brandon caught the biggest fish. You caught more fish.
His was
Quantity,
as big
quality.
as his head. That's how big it was.
Oh, yeah.
I was the first one to catch him in waders, like a real fisherman.
I was up 3-0 before we went to the water.
Oh.
Bam.
It was tough. It was a great time.
That's why you didn't leave. That's why
I
you
know.
were there all day.
That's why it turned into
you
competition.
refused to leave.
We ended up being out there for a good 4 or 5 hours, and
We were. It was 55-degree water, so it was freezing, yet we didn't put any sunscreen on, so we came out of there like lobsters.
Charged.
It felt great, and then as soon as we got out, we're like, oh.
We're not wives.
All right.
Yeah.
We just were having fun.
So serene, right?
Excellent. I loved it. For more information on the Fish Hawk or River Through Atlanta, call their Chris Scally. He's a good guy. Go to the BMA page of CBSAtlanta.com. And if you have an adventure idea for Brandon and myself, email or Facebook us. You can find those links also on the Better Morning Atlanta page.
Yeah, it has to be competitive.
I want you to
just
like
that
fly out of a plane
Bring
and
it.
see who can get to the bottom fastest.
Wait, do what?
To like jump out of a plane,
Don't
whoever
test
reaches the
us.
bottom fastest wins.
To see basically who will hold on the longest before they hit the
opening the
launch.
chute.
Before opening
I think
the
that's
chute.
a good one. That's my adventure idea.
I think neither one of us would hit the button.
That would be a little scary.
Hey, you know, Jen and I do need more room on this desk.
We do.
So
I mean,
All right, still ahead, 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon and